In this content, we will discuss what is the land pollution, classification of land pollution as municipal solid waste and construction and demolition waste. What are the major causes of land pollution as deforestation due to agriculture, due to mining, due to overcrowded landfills and waste management. What are the major effects of land pollution on human health, wildlife, land pollution effects on climatic pattern, and what are the preventive measurements to control the land pollution. What is land pollution? Land pollution refers to all forms of pollution affecting any type of soil, agricultural, forestry, urban. Soil pollution basically is a disruptive element for many biological resources in ecosystem. Land pollution refers to deterioration of the earth's land sources. Furthermore, it occurs mainly due to indirect and direct effects of human activities. When we misuse the land sources, land pollution happens. It is a biological issue that needs to be fixed immediately. The unnecessary materials contaminate the quality of our land. Even garbage on streets is a kind of land pollution. Land pollution due to agriculture, chemicals, solid waste. All of these participate towards the land pollution. Land pollution, in other words, means degradation or destruction of the earth's surface and soil directly or indirectly as a result of human activities. MSW and C&D waste. Basically, the waste material that cause land pollution are broadly classified as municipal solid waste known as MSW, also called municipal refuse, and construction and demolition waste, which is also known as debris and hazardous waste, C&W. MSW, municipal solid waste, include non-hazardous garbage, rubbish and trash from homes, institutions, commercial establishments and industrial facilities. Garbage contains mixed and decomposable biodegradable food waste that include, for example, meat, vegetable scraps. Rubbish comprises mostly dry material such as paper, glass, textile, plastic objects, and trash include bulky waste material and objects that are not collected routinely for disposal, for example discarded mattress, appliances and many other things. C&D waste or debris include wood and metal objects, wallboard, concrete, rubber, asphalt and other inert material produced when structures are built, renovated or demolished. Hazardous waste also include harmful and dangerous substances generated primarily as liquid but also as solid, sludge or gases by various chemical manufacturing companies, petroleum refineries, paper mills, smelters, machine shops, dry cleaners, automobile repair shops and many other industries or commercial facilities. In addition to improper disposal of municipal solid waste and construction and demolition waste and hazardous waste, contaminated effluent from subsurface sewage disposal, for example septic tanks, can also cause of land pollution. As land pollution also contributes towards the air pollution, soil pollution, and these all are pollution are interconnected with each other. Effect of land pollution on the environmental health, human health. Land pollution causes air pollution. It contributes towards the soil pollution. Major contribution of land pollution towards the change in climate pattern, as it increases the greenhouse gases in the environment, destruction of forests, effects on the wildlife. All of these effects have been discussed in the next slide. Now, what are the causes of land pollution? The various substances that spill on the land cause land pollution. Similarly, these substances have different source of origin. The most common ones are that cause land pollution. First of all, deforestation. Deforestation, basically carried out to create dry land, is one of the major concerns. Land that is once converted into dry or barren land can never be made fertile again. Whatever the magnitude of measures to redeem it is. Land conversion, meaning the alteration or modification of original properties of land to make it use worthy for a specific purpose, is another major cause. This hampers the land immensely. Also, there is constant waste of land. Unused available land over the years turns barren. This land that cannot be used. So in such more land, potent land is hunted and its indigenous state is compromised. Second, agricultural activities. As we all know that farming is very important for every person. They fulfill our food demand. However, irresponsible farming becomes very harmful sometimes. Clearing of forests for land area in order to make way for land pollution. Moreover, as the use of insecticides, fertilizers, pesticides with the growing human population, no doubt demand for food has increased, but constantly use of these pesticides, including insecticide, herbicide, fungicide, to get rid of insects, fungi and bacteria from their crops. When these pesticides sprayed on crops, they also cause damaging the land, as toxic chemicals eliminated from the use of these insecticides and fertilizers, which contribute towards air pollution, land pollution and soil pollution. As methyl bromide is a herbicide that frequently used, contributes towards the bromine, release of bromine, major contributor towards the air pollution. Overcrowded landfills. This is one of the most common cause of land pollution. You will find garbage in our household. Tons of garbage is produced by common household annually. When such massive amounts get generated, the ways to dispose of it falls short. Therefore, all the garbage gets dumped onto land. This land of disposal is referred to as landfill. It is basically a wastage of free land, which also gives birth to new problems. For instance, these landfills release toxic gases that harm living beings as well as ozone layer. Each household produces tons of garbage each year. Garbage like aluminum, plastic, paper, cloth, wood is collected and sent to local recycling units. Items that cannot be recycled become a part of landfill that hampers the beauty of the city and cause land pollution. Industrialization. Due to an increase in demand for food, shelter and house, more goods are produced. This results in creation of more waste that needs to be disposed of. To meet the demand of growing population, more industries were developed which lead to deforestation. Research and development paved the way for modern fertilizers and chemicals that were highly toxic and led to soil contamination. Due to urbanization, a large number of construction activities are taking place, which has resulted in large waste articles like wood, metal, bricks, plastic that can be seen by naked eye outside any building or surface office which is under construction. Mining. It is yet another activity that contributes towards the land pollution. Mining is the extraction of valuable minerals or other geological materials from the earth, usually from an ore body, vein, seam, reef or placer deposit. These deposits form a mineralized package that is of economic interest to the miner. Ores recovered by mining include metals, coal, oil, shale, gemstone, limestone, chalk, dimension stone, rock salt, potash, gravel and clay. Mining is required to obtain any material that cannot be grown through agricultural process or feasibly created artificially in the laboratory or factory. Mining in wider sense include extraction of any non-renewable sources such as petroleum, natural gas or even water. During extraction and mining activities, several land spaces are created beneath the surface. We constantly hear about land caving in. This is nothing but nature's way of filling the spaces left out after mining or extraction activity. Mining waste left behind in the form of soil tips, and it also produces harmful gases and toxins which result in contaminated land as well as the air. In order to obtain coal and minerals, we dig holes into the land. This results in land erosion. Now the sewage treatment. Sewage treatment, another activity that contributes to the land pollution. A large amount of solid waste is left over once the sewage has been treated. The leftover material is sent to landfill site which ends up in polluting the environment. Sewage treatment basically is a process of removing contaminants from municipal wastewater containing mainly household sewage plus from industrial wastewater. Physical, chemical and biological processes are used to remove contaminants and produce treated wastewater that is safe enough for release into the environment. As a byproduct of sewage treatment is a semi-solid waste or slurry called sewage sludge is produced that undergo further treatment, as it has already discussed in slides of wastewater treatment. Factories contribute largely to the land pollution. They produce toxic waste products and chemicals which prove very damaging to land. Furthermore, these factories dump off their waste in the land and water bodies, while some countries have stringent laws against this, some don't have law that increase the land pollution. Effect on human health. The land, when contaminated with toxic chemicals and certain types of pesticides that are used to increase the crop yield, insecticides that include chlorine containing pesticides or new types of the insecticides, neonicotinoids, imidacloprid, acetamiprid, that leads to the problem of skin cancer and human respiratory system. When concentration of these chemicals have not been separated according to the recommended dose prescribed prescribed by the Environmental Protection Agency, the toxic chemicals can reach our body through the foods and vegetables that we eat, as they are grown in polluted soil. Land pollution is also caused by disposal of harmful toxic waste. Long-term health effects can include chronic respiratory diseases, lung cancer, heart disease, and even brain damage. Effect on wildlife: pollution may muddy landscapes, poison soils and waterways, or kill plants and animals. The animal kingdom has suffered most in the past decade. They face a serious threat with regard to loss of habitat and natural environment. The constant human activity on the land is leaving it polluted, forcing these species to move further away and adapt to new regions or die trying to adjust. Several species are pushed to verge of extinction due to no homeland. Destruction for tourists: the city loses its attraction as a tourist destination as landfills don't look good when you move around the city. It leads to loss of revenue for the state government. Landfills across the city keeps on growing due to an increase in waste and are later burned, which leads to air pollution. Air pollution as the release of toxic gases uh, into the air as major contributor among sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxides of nitrogen that include nitric oxide, nitrogen dioxide, and especially particulate matter. The analysis finds toxic air could reduce the lifespan as much as 1.8 years, making it main threat to the human health. As particulate pollution, that is produced due to particulate matter, is produced by the burning of fossil fuels by vehicle and industry. They become home for rodents, mice, which in turn transmit disease. Increasing urbanization and population growth is accountable for the increased number of landfills across the world. With the increase of population and urban growth, the demand for manufactured products and material increases. As the demand increases, so does the solid waste increase. A landfill site, also known as street dump, rubbish dump, garbage dump, or dumping ground, is a site for disposal of waste material and is the oldest form of waste treatment. Historically, landfills have been the most common method of organized waste disposal and remain so in many places around the world. So, the landfills are the sites designated for dumping rubbish, garbage, or other sorts of solid waste. Historically, they are the most common means of disposing solid waste, which is either buried or left to pile in heaps. Landfill is a common phenomena around the world, especially due to increased number of waste from our homes, schools, offices, hospitals, and markets. Some landfills are managed and designed as a part of integrated waste management. Landfills result of soil pollution. Landfills contribute towards the soil pollution. Another form of land pollution. Landfills directly render the soil and land where it is located unusable. It also destroys the adjacent soils and land area because the toxic chemicals spread over the surrounding soil with time. The upper layer of soil is damaged, distorting soil fertility and activity and affecting plant life. Industrial and electronic waste in the landfills destroy the quality of soil and land, thereby upsetting the land ecosystem, where the upper layer of soil is damaged by land pollution. This is caused by overuse of chemical fertilizers, soil erosion, and soil erosion is the displacement of the upper layer of soil. It is one form of soil degradation. This natural process basically caused by dynamic activity of erosive agent, that is water, ice, snow, air, plants, animals and humans. Soil erosion basically caused by running water, pest control measures, and this leads to loss of fertile land for agriculture and forest cover. The permeability of soil functions underlying a waste disposal site is of great importance with regard to land pollution. The greater the permeability, greater the risk from land pollution, as soil consists of a mixture of unconsolidated minerals, rock fragments that include gravel, sand, silt and clay formed from natural weathering processes. Gravel and sand formations are porous and permeable, allowing the free flow of water through the pores or spaces between the particles. Silt is much less permeable than sand or gravel because of its small particles and pore size, while clay is virtually impermeable to the flow of water because of its plate-like shape and molecular forces. Land pollution directly or indirectly affects the climate pattern. The effects of land pollution are very hazardous and can lead to the loss of ecosystems. The discharge of chemicals on land make it dangerous for the ecosystem too. These chemicals are consumed by the animals and plants and thereby make their way in the ecosystem. This process is called biomagnification and this is a serious threat to ecology. When deforestation is committed, the tree cover is compromised. This leads to steep imbalance in the rain cycle. A distributed rain cycle affects a lot of factors. To begin with, green cover is reduced. Trees and plants help balance the atmosphere. Without them, we are subjected to various concerns like global warming, the greenhouse effect, irregular rainfall, and flash floods among the imbalances. Climate change refers to any significant change in the measure of climate lasting for an extended period of time. In other words, climate change includes major changes as temperature change, precipitation, wind patterns, among other effects that occur over several decades or longer. This steep rise in global temperatures have had some severe climatic effects. There have been massive changes in the rainfall patterns leading to drought conditions, flash floods, irregularity of rain, excess rainfall. One of the newest dangers we face is our oceanic resources. The water levels are rising, leading to the submerging of low-lying regions. The glaciers are melting due to increased temperature, leading to rise in the sea levels, especially at poles. This is also threatening a loss of habitat for several creatures that survive in colder regions like polar bears. The effects that contribute towards the climate change pattern, as a change in the rainfall pattern, we all have seen that floods, droughts, excess rainfall and irregularity of rain became quite frequent in the last couple of decades. These are none other than after effects of climate change. While some places receive plenty of rainfall which leads to floods, other places have to face drought conditions, increase in sea level, Low-level areas are more vulnerable as rising sea level can displace tens of millions of people. Sea level rise as Earth up and glaciers are melting during global warming and dump more water into oceans. High temperature due to increase in atmospheric gases by industries and vehicles, the global earth temperature could rise to 3 to 10 degrees Fahrenheit by the end of century. The increase in temperature has given to increase in depth that occur due to hot and dry climatic conditions. During last century, Earth's average temperature rose by 1 degree Fahrenheit, which in itself is a cause of concern. Research indicates that controlling can reduce temperature by 0.5 degrees Celsius by 2050. As we know that greenhouse gases keep the energy in the atmosphere intact, causing the temperature to rise. This is to what we commonly refer to as greenhouse effect. Greenhouse effect have been discussed in previous lectures. The greenhouse effect is essential for the existence of our ecology. However, an increase in greenhouse gases can only lead to harmful effects to ecology and the environment. Studies conducted by National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration revealed that Arctic ice decreased by significant percentage in the last 30 to 40 years. If appropriate steps are not taken, it might go offside by the mid of this century. Stronger storms and hurricanes. As Earth becomes more warm, the chances of occurring of hurricanes could rise in future. Not only they will occur frequently, but will be more intense, long-lasting, stronger winds that have the capability to destroy coastal ecosystem and communities. Effect on wildfires. Prolonged heat waves caused by climate change have created appropriate hot and dry conditions for wildfires. As a result, deforestation occurs and push wild animals to some more high altitude. Animals who could not adapt to new location die and their species become extinct. As per recent research, summer thunderstorms that lift water to upper atmosphere force can potentially harm the protective ozone layer over the United States. This is the one of the first observations linking climate imbalance to the ozone cover over a human settlement. As we all know, ozone is a protective covering that protects us from the harmful rays of ultraviolet B that cause damage to the skin and also cause the skin cancer. That climate is crucial to our survival. Every society in the world has adapted and lived as certain climatic conditions and environmental setting. The changes in the climate leads to disruption of normalcy and readaptation. A drastic climate change will alter our current setting like agricultural practices, water weather cycle, power, transportation system. We need to restrict the emissions of greenhouse gases from both domestic as well as commercial purposes. As we all know, carbon dioxide, water vapor, chlorofluorocarbons, methane, these are the included into the greenhouse gases. We should also be prepared for the changes that have already occurred and strive to restore the climatic balance back to normal. Our climate is essential for our survival today. Our ecology and our planet are both at stake. It is expected that disease like malaria, dengue fever will rise and will be more difficult to control as mosquitoes find those conditions favorable to spread. Heat waves in the last decade may have caused more than 150,000 deaths as per the data available with World Health Organization. The rising heat wave has given rise to the heat-related illness, which turned into death for those who were not provided with appropriate medical attention. Shifting habitat, deforestation, wildfires, heat waves have forced plants and animals to shift towards poles and to higher altitudes. This is not a great news for the environmentalists, as most of them have started dying as they are not able to adapt to the changing climatic condition, which has actually pushed them towards extinction. Now, what are the prevention of land pollution? There are many ways which can be taken on bigger level as well as small ones. It can help in preventing land pollution. In order to execute it, the government and citizens must come together to do so. We can begin with reducing the usage of chemicals and pesticides. Reducing the usage of chemicals and pesticides can help in preventing land pollution. In addition to contaminating the soil, they can also be not good to crops. Therefore, farmers must use natural ingredients instead of these harmful toxins. They can switch to manure and biofertilizers. This will help in minimizing land pollution. Deforestation, as we know that forests and grassland bind the soil, we must practice deforestation to protect the land from pollution. It will further prevent floods and soil erosion. Moreover, it will make the land more fertile and enhance biodiversity. Recovering and recycling material. Make people aware of the concept reduce, recycle and reuse. We must recycle waste material to stop it from polluting the land. We must properly dispose of organic and inorganic waste separately. It will help in lessening the burden of landfills. Moreover, it will save more natural resources.